Welcome back to Stock Talk Trades. Wow, the market has taken a huge dump and is now almost back to normal, but we're not back to normal. We're looking at Bitcoin, covering Bitcoin, just covering the whole market of crypto, what's going to happen, what can we look for if we are still in a bull market. It really depends within these next few weeks. These next week to 2 weeks have to be very, very, very important. Ideally, for the short term, quick analysis, we want it to be above this 21 EMA. This is the weekly 21 EMA, and that's sitting at around $46,000. So if we can, since we did close above, that's terrible. But we had a strong wick all the way down to that 30,000. If you followed the page, you knew that this was going to happen. And ideally, we want it to come up past this. We really just need it to come up another 17% in 3 days. A little bit less, a little bit more than 3 days. We want it to come up above $46,000 in 3 days or less. So really, we want to close above this so we have a nice, really long indecision candle or a reversal candle, which really looks like this candle really just looks like this. Some people know this candle. So this is called a doji candle. The sellers try to bring it down and the buyers brought it straight back up. And then it's kind of an indecision. It doesn't really know where it's going to go. But since this is really long wick, that means that the buyers are in control. And that's what we want to see and have it come back up. And even if it closed up to where we had this wick and then it stopped up here, we want a candle that looks like this. This is super bullish. And that's what I'm looking for the next 3 days. When we close above that, then we are going to continue. Let's go ahead and take a peek at last bull run. So I'm going to go ahead and take some Fibonacci extensions, even if we do it from all the way back here. We pulled back. We respected the 50. Well, if we go from here, we didn't really. I'm going to go actually to the top. And we did respect the 50 EMA, but on the way down, we didn't respect it at all. So if you take it from the top, so it's really from up here, but it didn't respect it. So let's go ahead and take a peek at Fibonacci retracements here. We'll do it from the middle. Again, the first pullback, we respected it. It broke it and then broke straight back up. So really, it also depends on what happens within these next 2 weeks. If the ideal is that we pull back up and stay above this 21 EMA before pushing forward. We could just have a huge bull flag potentially, with really a, like, this can't happen a lot because this pattern is you just can't sustain this. You can't continuously go down farther and farther and farther, because since this is have a higher angle. So again, I do believe we're going to break this bull, this trend line, possibly if we do respect this and stay above this 50% level and then make a new high on this, then we could see it absolutely run. Let's go ahead and take a peek at some Fibonacci extensions for some price targets. If we do, I do think Bitcoin could potentially be done running. Again, you always got to be prepared. And I'm planning on actually, my strategy for buying Bitcoin and Ethereum after this dump is when it bounces off this 200 SMA on the weekly time frame. But that is just me, and that's how I am going to take it. But if we go ahead and take a peek, that 50% is at $95,000. And put it around, it's about right here, $93,000. That is what we are looking for a price target. If we do, we are going to be hitting our head on a lot of things. We're going to hit our head on this 21 EMA. We're going to hit our head on this resistance level. And we're also going to hit around this resistance level and then the all-time high. So we have a lot of things hitting our heads on. So again, we have 1, 2, 3, and then 70 is going to act as strong resistance, and 70, 80, and 90, they're all going to act as some resistance, because those are when people are going to be scalping profits. But I do have faith if we do respect the Fibonacci levels, continue to pop up. This is also good. We did come back and touch this 50 SMA here, whereas we are not super overextended now. And this is honestly very it's good that we have a pullback. It's healthy. Pull back right to the support level. We're still up a stupid amount on the year. Actually, we're still up a little bit on the year, but you know, not the year from this year on, but from 2020, we're still up a stupid amount, 405%, which is absolutely crazy. And again, I do have a long-term support of around 20,000. That's what I think is going to the bottom of this bear market coming in the future, because I do believe we are going to see how this comes back, pulls back, and touches the 200 SMA. I believe that's exactly what's going to happen here. I believe this 200 SMA is going to be, it touches it here to get me a run up, but I believe it's going to continue to push up, and Bitcoin's going to continue to fall. If Bitcoin respects the Fibonacci levels and goes up, then we could see some higher price targets. But if it doesn't happen, Bitcoin will continue to push back. We're going to be kind of squeezed from this 21 EMA, and then we're going to be squeezed by this 50 SMA. So we're really going to have to figure out what kind of movement we're going to do. I do believe if it does kind of decision not respect the candles or not respect the Fibonacci retracements, we are going to break down. And once we close below this 50 SMA, that's going to be a buying opportunity. Anything where it's below the 50 SMA and or close to the last all-time high around 20,000 and this 200 SMA is going to be a great buying opportunity. And that is when I'm planning on loading up on all of my Bitcoin. Right now, I don't have any Bitcoin or Ethereum because I'm waiting on this pullback down to the 200 SMA. And you can't see this 200 SMA because it wasn't here for Ethereum, because I don't know why it's not, because it just loads up like right here. Yeah, see, it starts right there. And again, I'm waiting for that pullback to the 200 SMA and potentially back to 1200 or even lower. I don't think it'll go much lower than here because look, you can see we still are above this from last bear market. Still above. So if we go from the last bear market, we could very well pull back to 500 or even to 800. Again, that's very bearish, and that is, I'm only saying that's a good time to buy, a very good time to buy. Anything below 1200 is a fucking pristine buying price, and you should always be buying in Ethereum if it's that low. Let's go ahead and take a peek at Fibonacci retracements. See if it respected. Okay, it did respect it respected the 50 percent for a little bit, but then it eventually broke down, kind of bouncing back and forth between the 38.2. We had a long wick, and that was a sign of a reversal, but you know, it didn't have much momentum, and that's what we could very happen here. We have a really long wick, so let's go ahead and take a peek. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and delete this just because it's a little confusing. Again, we did have a really long wick, and now we are really kind of sitting right up against that 38.2. If we go ahead and look at a daily chart, look, there it is. We are now consolidating. We don't really know what's going to happen here because of this 38.2 level. And that if we do close below this and consolidate and then break down and close below, that's not a good sign, and we could be entering a bear market. And so again, bear markets and bull markets don't fucking matter in crypto, because you only invest in crypto what you're willing to lose and what you're willing to hold for long term. Crypto will shake out all of the shit investors and all of the shit people who can't hold. So just hold, and don't be one of those people that sells to people like me who's buying the dip. Thank you guys so much for watching. The market, we covered the whole market in this video pretty much. Really, I believe that we will continue to go forward and go upward if we do respect the Fibonacci levels. But if not, I do believe we will continue to pull back down to the 200 SMA. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. It helps out the channel a lot, and I can make videos like this every single day. Peace.